folks, and welcome to Jim Tangdahl Court, the home of the Westside Warriors. Tonight, the Warriors will be taking on the Millard West Wildcats, and joining me today in the broadcast booth is from Millard West, Logan Moseley. Logan, it's great to have you alongside me here tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, a part of you guys tonight. I mean, it's very fun, just coming over to a different setup, kind of figuring out how everyone does things. And not only grows me, as a sportscaster, but just in general, being able to experience different experiences. And just overall have a fun time.
Yeah, now let's kind of get into the game here. Westside currently 6-14, and Millard West 14-6. So kind of completely different sides right now. And this Westside team's just trying to fight to stay alive right now, really.
Yeah, I mean, Millard West, like you said, they come into this game 14-6. They're 11-5 in district play. They're on a 7-game win streak. There was a point in time where only a few games over 500. That's really where Millard West has gotten into their own. You'll see it from both Gesert twins tonight. They're just incredible at what they do. They both average over 10 points per game. You got Taylor Hansen averaging 6.5. But that's not really something that she does. She's going to fight for those rebounds. She's going to get fouls called against her, not because she's playing bad ball, but she's playing very physical ball. That's the style of offense and defense that she plays.
Now, taking a look at this Westside team, Logan, there's 5 underclassmen on this team, so it's a very young team, and kind of a challenge for them is a challenge throughout the whole season. It has been trying to make the puzzle pieces fit in a way, and they're slowly working on that here, and they put up a good fight against some of their opponents, and this team will definitely be a very big challenge for them.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, they're a young roster. Whenever you have a young group of guys or girls, regardless of where or what you're playing, it's going to be growing pains all over the place. And that's really what this season so far has been for Westside. It's been nothing against them. They've just been trying to figure out what works for them. And that's what Westside needs to do. They need to figure out what's going to work for them against Millard West and then really just build off of that.
Now let's look at some key players for both teams. For Millard West, Logan,
it could be, take your pick. It's going to be either Nora or Neely Gesert. They both have incredible nights of their own. Odds are it's going to be Nora Gesert. I mean, she's just been playing incredible from behind the arc. But Neely Gesert, she had moments last year. She hit back-to-back-to-back threes against Millard North. Later in the season, they started off the year down, put up 30 in a game as a freshman. So either one of those Gesert twins could go off tonight, and it's just a matter of holding on to one and not letting the other score.
Now taking a look at Westside, Sinai Foster, just a freshman, she's 6'2", Logan. Quite a tall player. If you get her underneath the basket, she can try to get those easy shots up. Mia Jurosevic, a dual sport athlete, cross-country champion, or state championship team, and she's just one of those fast players that you got to watch out for. Despite being a little smaller than everybody else in the court, if she gets that ball, she's gone. And Sydney Hagan, we've seen her on and off throughout the season. She can be on fire or not on fire, but she's decent from the three-point arc and sometimes in the inside.
Yeah, I like what you put there. 6'2", that's a big frame. Millard West has got a few players of their own around that 6'2" spot. You got McKenna Schulting. She'll probably come off that 6 or 7 bench in with Addie Clan once we see the starters get a little bit of rest. But also someone that's been getting a lot more playing time has been Maddie Waller. She's also standing at 6'2". They both are really good at getting those rebounds, and that's something that Millard West has really found as their own. Waller was a player that would come in off the bench late games in games that were out of reach for either themselves or others.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with more of the KB pregame show with the starting lineups and the national anthem.
now let's meet the starters for the Coughlin Millard West Wildcats. At guard, a senior, number 14, Libby Hoffman. At forward, a junior, number 21, Taylor Hansen. At guard, a sophomore, number 23, Neely Gessert. At guard, a sophomore, number 30, Nora Gessert. And a forward, a senior forward, 6'2", number 34, McKenna Schulte. The Wildcats are coached by head coach Mark Kruger. And now here's the starting lineup for your Westside Warriors. At forward, number 1, Sanai Foster. At guard, freshman number 5, Mia Yermosevich. At guard, sophomore number 11, Gabby Duval. A junior number 21 is Sydney Hagan. And at forward, a senior number 23, Elaine Wild. And the Warriors are coached by head coach Steve Clark.
Well, there's both the Warriors and the Wildcats as their starting 5 take the court. Hey, so Mr. I'm Ryan Kelly, and joining me in the broadcast booth from Millard West, Logan Moseley. It's time to play basketball, Logan.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game. It's going to be a physical one. I mean, Millard West is on a hot streak right now. They've blown out both their home games at least by a combined 58 points. So, I mean, it's a good chance here. If Westside can get things going, Millard West has struggled in the first quarter. A strong first quarter from the Warriors could lead to a potential upset alert for the Omaha metro area.
Yeah, this Warrior team is a kind of a hard patch of the final schedule here. You're going to play Millard West and Bellevue West. And we'll start with the tip here.
It was interesting to see. Talked about it. Grace Kelly, typically in the starting 5, she is not on the starting 5 tonight. She still is dressed, so it looks like they're just going to give McKenna Schulte a try inside the starting 5. Not something we've seen often.
Warriors will start out with win the tip, and I want to go off the glasses. They'll be able to rebound and give it off to Hagan. Back out to Euroswitch near the midcourt. Euroswitch going to push through, back out to Duval for 3. That one's off the iron, and that one's out of bounds.
So go alongside for Millard West here. So we're going to be able to see both Gessert twins tonight. Like I said, they're both averaging above 10 points per game, but they've been pretty hot the past few games. I believe Nora Gessert had 20 against Fremont.
Yeah, those are those 2 players that this Westside team is going to have to try to defend. And there's Foster going to go up for a high block there.
That was Schulte in there on the outside. She's someone that likes to take the 3 ball. It doesn't often fall. It's really the post where she thrives.
And Wildcats working their way around, trying to find an open player. Shot clock now just at 5. Warrior playing that tight man-to-man defense. There's a floater. That one's no good.
And that's something we see from McKenna Schulte. You know, she might not take the best looking shots, but she is at least going to get that ball up there before the shot clock violation.
Warriors looking for somebody to kind of make something happen here. Now shot clock just at 20. Wiles take it back to the top of the key, off to Duval. Over to Eurosevich. Eurosevich going to push back into the paint, over to get Duval from the far corner for 3. That one's no good.
And that's the heads-up play there by both Neely and Nora Gessert. They're just so in sync.
That one's in there for 2.
McKenna Schulte gets her first points of the night near the baseline. A nice drive. Really something that every single player on this Wildcat team thrives in, is just passing the ball. They give each other open looks all the time. And they also do that as well. They're really good at clogging up those passing lanes.
Wild's going to look for three, and that one's nowhere near as the Wildcats will pick it back up once again. Just under 6 minutes of play here. And
that's a rare one there for Neely Gesser. She usually does a really good job of controlling that ball.
Hagen going to look for the N1. That will not work in her favor. This will be Wildcats basketball. And there's the first foul there now on Sydney Hagen, the junior.
I've liked what Westside has done so far. Like I brought up, Millard West has had some really slow first quarters these past few weeks. If they can just continue the pace that they're at right now, they're playing as physical as the Wildcats. They're just shots aren't falling.
Euroswitch going to take this one here, going to give it off to Hagen in the corner. She's going to look to take it into the paint, and the Wildcats will get an easy steal.
There's Taylor Hansen on the defensive end. She's so good when it comes to trying to get that ball out and rebounds and steals.
Yeah, this Wildcat team has been doing great at their rebounds. And that one's in there for two, and possibly be a three-point play here, Logan.
Yeah, Taylor Hansen, she's shot very well from the line, above an 90% shooter. You know, when she gets to the line, it's not often, but she usually makes the most of her opportunities.
Hansen's first shot will not fall. Just under 5 minutes to play. Wiles off to Eurosevich. Eurosevich trying to get into the paint. And hand it far back off to Hagen. Hagen passes over to Foster. Back out to Eurosevich for three. That one's no good as Wildcats again will bring this back down.
There's Nora Gesser. I mean, she can be so lethal wherever she's playing.
And there it is. There's another 2 points on the board for the Wildcats as Gesser will put two more.
We're starting to see some sub-ins getting ready for the Wildcats. It's going to be Grace Kelly, Addie Klein, and Callie Ott. Those are three players coming off the bench that have really just found their role, except Grace Kelly not used to playing in that spot, that six-man spot.
Yeah, this Eurosevich going to get fouled on now as the first foul will go to the Wildcats. That'll go off the top iron, and we'll see the substitutions.
And this is really what we've seen. You know, we've seen Addie Clan go in for Libby Hoffman. We've seen Grace Kelly come off, or not Grace Kelly, Taylor Hansen, excuse me, for Callie Ott. It's that mix-up now with McKenna Schulting and Grace Kelly that has really been interesting to see. I was not expecting that coming into tonight.
And that first one will fall there from Eurosevich. Will go 1 for 2 on the charity strike. And interesting thing to see here, Logan, is if this Millard West team, if they can keep their substitutions running and can put up with this Warrior team.
I mean, Millard West is very deep. They will go as far as JV call-ups when trying to give those players, especially their starters, some rest. This is the first challenge they faced in a while.
That one from three is no good. His shot clock was running down.
And I've got to give a lot of credit to the Warriors' defense. They've played great.
This Warrior defense has been on top of it. And Duvall going to get the floater there. That one's no good. Wildcats going to take another easy shot there. That one from the top.
That's a rare miss there from Neely Gesser. Both Neely and Nora Gesser, and shots like that are near automatic.
Hagen going to hand it off to Duvall. Duvall going to try to make something happen there. There'll be a foul there now. Well done. Yeah, that'll be on Grace Kelly.
And that's one of those things there. Grace Kelly and Taylor Hansen, they're going to get those fouls called against them just because of how physical they play.
Foster going to try to put that one up there for an easy two. That's no good. And just 3:35 left on the clock. And another easy floater. That one's off the back glass. As Duvall, a little bit of fumble with the ball. She'll try to drive through the paint. That one will be a block. Oh, my goodness.
That's what Neely Gesser does best. Those fast break transition defense. That's where both Neely and Nora Gesser thrive. And this is a very early break here for Nora Gesser. Just usually see her go through that first quarter uninterrupted, and around the halfway point of the second quarter is where we'll probably see her, usually see her first sub out.
There's another foul.
Maybe against Neely Gesser there.
There's a. That was on. Nevertheless, it'll be Warrior basketball as they try to make something happen.
Double
There's
dribble
another
there.
foul. Yeah, that'll be.
That's one of those growing pains like I talked about with those younger teams, you know. Sydney Hagen, she is a junior, but still not getting much getting starting time, but still, regardless of how old or young you are on this team, you're just going to have those small little mistakes happen.
Yeah, and trying to get that Warrior culture and just like getting the team to connect, really. That's one of the challenges for this whole season. Foster going to look for a steal there. Wildcats will go back. Shot clock now just at 10. Wildcats looking for something to happen here.
They're going to want to go to Hoffman on the outside if they can. And they'll just drive in with Addie Klein.
Addie Klein, an easy 2 points on the board. Just 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the board. Johnson's going to be put into a pickle, and that will go out.
You know, you don't see Addie Klein do that often. You know, she's 3-and-D type player. Get that quick 3 up, get things going around the defensive end. Standing at 5'7", you don't often see her driving the baseline like that.
Hagen will check this in here. Just 2:30 left on the clock. Hagen off to Jocelyn. Jocelyn trying to push her way into the paint. She's going to go back out to Johnson. Johnson in the corner for 3. That one's good. Laura Johnson, just a freshman, making her points on the night.
And that's what Westside needs to do. They need to hit those 3 balls when they fall or when they get the opportunity, because when they fall, that's where the Wildcats can sometimes struggle.
There's another 3-point attempt. That one's no good. That was from Grace Kelly. Switch trying to make something happen here. He's going to go back out to Jocelyn. Jocelyn looks to throw. She's going to go into the paint. Try to get that one off the back glass. That's no good. And the Wildcats will bring this back down. There's a jump ball will be called. And possession will go to the Wildcats. And see again some more substitutions being made for the Wildcats.
Yeah, now you got pretty much your starting 5 in, except for Callie Ott. She's transferred from Millard North in the, I guess you would say, high school offseason, and she's made her impact felt. Don't be surprised if she gets some starting time next year. She's really fitting her own this year, or especially this late half of the season.
Warriors trying to find somebody to hand off to. Johnson over to Foster. Foster over to Johnson. Johnson with the floater. That one's off the front iron as she'll get her rebound. Rosewich going to look for that one for 3. That one's no good.
A nice rebound there by Nora Gezer. And Westside, they've had these opportunities. They've had open looks. It's just failed to fall. And that's really why they're down by 4 right now.
That one's going to get in there for 2.
That's Nora Gezer's bread and butter. You know, feed into the inside, put up a tough shot. She either gets the and one or the bucket to fall.
Foster in a bit of a trouble there. She'll hit the double team. Going to hand this one back off to Johnson. Over to Jurosevich. Clock just at 30. That one from Hagen, no good. Another rebound from the Warriors. That one from Jurosevich isn't good. That's good for 2.
That is a huge shot there from Westside. They've got a chance, and this is really the toughest offense the Wildcats have had to face in quite some time, especially here in the first quarter.
Another one off the glass, just about under 10 seconds to go as Hagen will bring this back down. Just under 5. Hagen going to back off to Foster. Foster going to look for somebody to shoot. And she'll just sit with it there. I don't know what she's trying to do there. And
you know that's what she didn't. That's not what she wanted to do there. She wanted to put up that 3 shot to try and tie the game. But Millard West still on 10-7 after the end of the first.
Well, we're going to take a quick break on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with a short break. coverage of Westside versus Millard West. So now the Wildcats lead 10-7 over the Westside Warriors as we heading into the second quarter.
You know, one thing I would like to see out of both teams in this second quarter is to see the offense start to finally get going. Westside has had some wide open looks. They've just been unable to get those shots to fall, and for the Wildcats, on the other hand, they've had the opportunities. It's just been a good defensive effort by the Warriors, really just clogging up the passing lanes and making the Wildcats fight for every point they can.
That one's no good as it goes off the back glass. And
oh, nice feed. Wow, wide open three, Hansen.
that one's no good from Hansen as the Warriors will bring it back down. Hagen gonna look to take a three. Bang! It's good.
That's a huge, it's a long two. It's a huge one though, as the Wildcats have to get something going here relatively soon. Otherwise, look now, they could be on upset alert. This is huge as the Wildcats are trying to fight to be the #1 seed in their district.
That one from three-point territory. That's no good. And the Warrior basketball.
And now Wildcats are going to go to a press. We won't see that often from them, as it usually works out well in their favor, but they just don't go to it often because they haven't had the need to.
Wiles for three. Bang! It's good. And Wiles for three, putting her first points on the night.
And this is where Westside, they really have an opportunity to get one more stop, force the Wildcats to take a timeout, and they've set up shop.
Yeah, the Warriors have this momentum right now, Logan, and they do not want to stop. Shot clock just under 20. Wildcats trying to make something happen here. Warriors putting them under some pressure. Little floater there, that's no good.
That's a tough shot for Gesert to take. She usually doesn't take those shots. Both Gesert twins really good in finding open looks. I don't know why she really took that one there, especially with how much time she had left on that shot clock.
Foster gonna look to take a shot there, and that'll get bumped out. We'll stay with the Warriors.
You have to wonder for the Wildcats, the lack of opponents to their level, if it's really affected them. Like I said, it's been 2 back-to-back blowout wins at home for the Wildcats. It seems like it's hampered them.
That one will get away. And we'll stay with the Warriors once again.
Now they got to get down the court in 15 seconds. The Wildcats have got another press.
Yeah, they're putting that defense on Rosevich, and long pass over to Foster. Foster, another pass over to Duvall. Shot clock just at 3, 2. That one's good.
Oh my goodness, wow. What a shot.
Sydney Hagen making her mark on the night. That's another easy three for her.
Millard West has to take an open look here. You don't necessarily need to go for 3, but if it's open.
That's no good.
I think they're going to call it against the Warriors. And it is. It's going to go against the lane Wiles. It's now a reset shot clock for the Wildcats, and they got a chance to kind of slow things down. This has been a very impressive first half so far for the Warriors.
Yeah, right now if you're the Wildcats, just slow that clock down and kind of regroup.
Like I said, Millard West hasn't faced opponents in the first quarter that really give them a run for their money. Wildcats themselves haven't scored more than 10 points in a quarter in almost 2 weeks.
Foul there now on Duvall as Wildcats will pass in. Shot there from Hansen, that's no good. And Hagen will bring this down over to Jurosevich in the far corner. Jurosevich gonna push into the paint there, and there'll be a double dribble.
It's a tough call there near the baseline, especially when Jurosevich was driving to kick that one out. The Wildcats, they have to take advantage of this here. Now McKenna Schulten's gonna go ahead and check it in for Grace Kelly.
Wildcats will get this one underway. Warriors playing that tight man-to-man defense.
It's really affecting the Wildcats there.
There's another foul.
Once again, I believe it's going to go against Elaine Wiles. It does. It's going to be Nora Gesert at the line for 2 now. You know, both these Gesert twins, they're just exceptional wherever they are, except for when I start talking, obviously. Man, it's been a rough night for both the Gesert twins, but once they get things going, it'll be really hard to stop them.
This is the time right here for this Wildcat team to try to get some momentum going.
Man, 0 for 2.
That one will not fall. And talk about commentators' jinx.
Said it with Hanson at the line, now I say it with Nora. This is not the Wildcat offense I've been used to seeing all year. You gotta give a lot of credit to Westside.
This Westside team putting up a good fight. Jarosevich off to Hagen. Back into the paint with Wiles. Easy floater. That one's no good. Wildcats will pick this one up here now. Shot clock just at 30. They'll try to drive through, and there's a travel.
Very obvious travel there against Neely Gesert. And now Millard West, they're gonna call a timeout almost any minute now, I would think. Has gotten way too out of touch for them offensively.
Otherwise, it'll be Warrior basketball as they try to make something happen here. Clock just around 4:10. Jocelyn back off to Hagen, over to Foster, off to Jarosevich for 3. Dang, that's good.
Wow. Man, this offense for the Warriors have just been unstoppable. Finding open men, finding open shots, moving the ball around with precision.
A little bit of a rough first quarter. The Warriors are clearly making up for it as they extend their lead to 8-10, their first time and their largest lead so far. Gonna look to take a shot there, gonna try to get the floater.
That's the thing Hanson does. She fights for that rebound, but man, that's a tough time to get that jump ball going in the opposite direction.
Jump ball rule.
Is it going to stay with the Wildcats? It looks like it is. Or
a little bit of an official meeting down there on the
I
baseline.
believe that Westside was supposed to have the jump ball possession there. The Wildcats just had it a few minutes prior.
Otherwise will be Wildcat basketball as they try to drive through, and there's another foul on the Warriors, Nora Johnson.
Already 6 fouls for the Warriors. It's getting to a point, you know, 1 away from that bonus. Schulting 3. Yeah, that doesn't usually fall for her. But like I was saying, Westside getting so close to the bonus so soon with 3:18 left in the second quarter, that really can bring some trouble. The Wildcats, you know, they haven't made a shot from the free throw line so far. But if they can get things going, it feels like I just keep reading to myself, if they can get things going, if they can get things going. But when they can, they've shown to be near unstoppable.
Shot clock just under 10 as Hagen gonna get this one off to Preister, and that one's no good, and shot clock will now reset.
Gonna go fast here for the Wildcats. Just get a shot.
That one from deep is no good.
Now Millard West is just overthinking things entirely. Go back down to the basics. Drive to the inside. Use your bread and butter. The Geserts have been quiet all game. And Nora's the only one out there, right? 2.
Man's looking for a foul there, but there'll be no one calling. Just 15 seconds left, and that'll go back over to the Wildcats.
Slow things down, find an easy shot, and that's just one of those things right there. This is the Millard West team we saw early in the year last year. Young and didn't know what they were doing, and now they're down 18-10.
Right now, if you're Millard West, this is your time to get some of those points on the board, and if you're the Warriors right now, this is where you could want to try to put your foot down on that gas pedal. Hagen taking her time. Gonna give this one off to Johnson. Hagen trying to make something happen. Gonna go back out to Jocelyn. Jocelyn looks to take it. She'll try to drive through. This one back out to Hagen for 3. That one's no good.
This is where the Wildcats, they have a chance here held scoreless in this second quarter, and it's going to continue that way. Man, this has been very sloppy offense. The defense has been there for the Wildcats throughout this first half. It's just the offense has been their killer.
I'm going to slide off her fingers, and it'll be Warrior basketball. And I've seen some scoring in a few minutes here. And there's a foul, and it'll be.
This has been a tough game for both Gezzards. Neely goes to the bench, but she's not happy about it. She's just not been hot right now for whatever reason. Both these Gezzards have been held to nothing.
Just under a minute 30. That one from Jocelyn is no good.
A great job to fight for the rebound there.
That's what this Warrior team has to keep doing to try to survive, and they will get the rebound and we'll keep it again as Jocelyn taking her time. Shot clock now just at 20. Hagan with the floater. That one's no good. Double bounce off the iron, and the Wildcats will bring it back down.
Gotta go fast here. And there it goes. Finally, Nora Gezzard gets some scoring going. It's just only with a minute left in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been a slower second quarter for this Millard West team, but nevertheless, they're going to try to find a way to pull ahead, and Jocelyn trying to get that one up. That's no good.
And this is the defense here. Man, a nice steal there.
Yeah, beautiful steal from Sydney Hagan as she jumps that one up there.
Tough shot to not fall. Millard West has got to get something. Break the press. Get an easy two.
We'll look to take a shot there. Drive through that one from the far corner. That's no good with just 20 seconds left on the board. Hagan trying to make the most of it here. She'll slow down.
And this is what Westside needs to do. Take that final shot. Don't let the Millard West Wildcats steal a possession from you here when you're up by 6.
So about 10 seconds left to go. Shot clock's down. We're set to the final shot here from Johnson. That's no good. And that'll be the end of the first half. Warriors 18, Wildcats 12. What a first half we've had here, Logan. The Wildcats led there in the first, and the Warriors kind of took over. What can we expect from the Wildcats in the second quarter, or the second half?
Well, first thing that they're going to do, Coach Krieger is going to talk to his team. He's going to tell them, hey, let's just slow things down. It's obvious that we're overthinking things right now. Slow down the tempo, slow down the pace, and do what you do best. Feed inside to the Gezzards, create that perimeter or the inside defense to get that perimeter offense starting to go. You can't look at things too terrible for the Wildcats, though. Their defense has been good. It's just the shots haven't been falling.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back after this short break. folks, and welcome to Jim Tangdahl Court, the home of the Westside Warriors, where they lead 18-12 over the number 9 Millard West Wildcats. I'm Ryan Kelly, and joining me in the broadcast booth, Logan Moseley. Logan, what a first half we've had here.
Yeah, there's no better way of putting it. This was a very unexpected first half for both teams. You know, looking at the records, Westside being 6-14, Millard West being 14-8, you would expect something, maybe a reversed scenario, or even the Wildcats putting up even more points. But, you know, 18-12 lead for the Warriors right now has kind of shown that the Wildcat offense has really been struggling. The past few games have been a product of bad teams. That's the best way of putting it. So now it's time for the Wildcats. This is a make or break moment for their season. They win this game, the likelihoods of them hosting an entire district is very high, and they haven't done that in quite some time.
Yeah, that's what this Wildcat teams needs to do. And this Westside team playing against the Wildcats now. And on Friday, they'll play against Bellevue West, which is one of the best teams in the entire state. And so it's going to be a tough game for this team. But both teams are going to take the court here as we head into the second half. And Warriors hoping to hold on, and the Wildcats hoping to push forward. And
this is a very pivotal and crucial third quarter for both these teams. The first few possessions, if Millard West can get something going, it's going to be hard for them to stop. But if Westside can hold on, who knows? Maybe we go into this fourth quarter with a much bigger lead than just 6.
Warriors trying to get
It's a
something.
great start there for the Wildcats. Wow.
Yeah, there's a beautiful seal there and a wide open hoop there as she tries to get that one up, and that one's no good.
It's worth noting that McKenna Schulting, we saw her start off the game. She is not in for the Wildcats. They've gone back to Grace Kelly.
Warriors working their way around. Hagen gonna go back off to Wild, or Rosevich, check that. As we're trying to get the easy floor, there's a push there.
Yep, that's one of those fouls. Like I said, Taylor Hansen, she's a very physical player, but she gets those physical player fouls.
Rosevich now on the line for the Warriors. And she'll shoot 2. That one's good as it falls.
Millard West started off, I guess, strong in that first 35 seconds, but man, it's really gone downhill again.
Rosevich, that one on the fall, going 2 for 2 now.
Westside's got all of the momentum. It's time for the Wildcats. This is where you figure it out, you know? Don't overcomplicate things. Go to your bread and butter, which is that, a feed inside and a nice layup. Man, that's a nice one.
That one's good for 2 from
Haley Gesert there. And both these Gesert twins, they've been quiet all night. Now is the time for them to step up. They're no longer just freshmen, they're sophomores.
That one from Miles is no good. West will bring this one back down.
You can't get too aggressive for the Wildcats either, you know. You can hit an open 3, go for it, but you got to take those 2s. You can see the paint there is just wide open.
Yeah, talk about those easy. That one from 3 is no good, but talking about being a little too aggressive, you want to kind of minimize those little mistakes you make that end up in the fouls, because this game could easily get up into the upper fouls and go into extra points.
Yeah, and this is really where the Wildcats can sometimes struggle, is those fouls. That one barely stays in bounds there. Well, this is the sloppy offense that Millard West has come to have over the past few years.
There's the end one.
There it is. Yep, Grace Kelly. That's a shot. She doesn't often score, averages just around 4 points per game. That's not due to a lack of the baskets falling. She just doesn't need to take the shots.
Now Kelly has the opportunity to make this a 3-point play.
That's huge. Cuts the lead down to just 3. Now that might be a stolen possession.
Rosevich going to take this one back to the top to key, off to Wiles. Rosevich pushing her way through, going to go back off to Hagen. A little bit of fumble up there. He's back off to Duvall. Ball over to Wiles. Wiles trying to get something to happen in the paint. That was good,
man.
for 2.
What a basket there. What a move around.
Able to penetrate right through that Wildcat defense.
That's a huge bucket, too. Man, that's a tough one to not fall. I think Jurosevich just stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it there. The refs will keep it in play as Foster looking to take a shot. She'll give it back off to Hagen. Check that. They're switching a little bit of trouble. We'll get it off to Wiles. Wiles working her way around there from the charity strike. Foster trying to penetrate through. That one's good for 2. Sinai Foster. 24-17 here with just 5:10 left on the clock.
Millard West has got to slow things down. They can't keep taking those close shots. You got to find something open. Play it slow. As a Hoffman 3-ball falls. There it goes. That corner shot from Hoffman has been near automatic all year. And you know, we were talking off camera or off the air for a little bit there. Hoffman is one of those players, you know, she can get those corner shots to fall. She doesn't take them often, though.
Now Wiles for 3. Bang! It's good! Elaine Wiles, the senior, making her presence on the court.
Looked like that net didn't even move there. Man, what a shot from Wiles.
Wiles not having the best performance of her season, but that
really shade in from Hansen there.
There's another easy 2 on the board for the Wildcats.
Westside's got to keep going fast here. They can't let the Wildcats get the ball back. They don't have much momentum in their favor. The Millard West is trying to fight.
Foster from top of the key. That's no good. Bring this one back down. That one easy floater, no good.
Man, it's just not been falling for Nora or Neely tonight. Oh man, just Moster there. Kelly, shot's no good.
There's an easy pickup there for Foster, and bring this back down to Vol. Long pass off to Jarosevic as she'll step out of bounds, and it'll stay in play.
A good job there by Taylor Hansen. She was down for quite a bit, able to get back into the play, even though she's going to get called against the foul there.
That'll go against the Warriors, number 21, Cindy Hagan. See Lakeland Jocelyn check back in, as well as Elliott and McKenna Schulting.
Millard West has got to get a stop here.
Long pass.
That's not going to help.
There's the rebound. Lakeland Jocelyn for 2.
Neely Gesser just looks stunned there. This is sloppy offense for the Wildcats. That could have been a nice transition layup basket from Schulting. Just a little bit too much on it from Ott. And there's a foul. This is the easiest way for Nora Gesser to get herself back into this game. Just drive up, get that foul to call, and go to the line for 2. If she can hit both these shots, could be a turning point for the Wildcats. Man.
First one's no good. She'll have one more.
Be interesting to see what the free throw stats here for the Wildcats are tonight. I don't believe they made a single shot. And there's finally one to fall. Like you said, commentator's jinx. Makes it a 6-point game. But man, Westside's just in complete control right now.
Yeah, it's something this Westside team is. They've been in the lead before, and they've lost the lead.
Oh my goodness, Neely Gesser, wow.
Is that height that we talked about in the pregame show, and Joseph trying to push through, and
McLean is very upset with that call there.
She's not happy with that one, and see Nora Johnson now check in for Duval. Hagan checking in with Foster. As Johnson heads off to Jocelyn. Jocelyn takes that one for 3. That was no good.
And now Millard West has got a chance. It's a 2-on-1.
Go for man. That one's no
good.
good.
They're going to call a foul there. I believe Nora Johnson. It is. Now Hoffman's going to check in for the Wildcats. She's going to go in for Nora Gesser. So now a three-point ball can get into Millard West back into this game. Just got to find the open shot.
Warriors playing that tight defense.
That's a triple coverage. Wow.
That one's nowhere near as it falls. And talk about that defense there, Logan.
Man, 3 all inside the paint for one player.
There's a push call there from
I think they're going to, it's a reach-in. Or no, it is a push there. It looks like it might have been a reach-in on Gesert. Millard West, man, this is not the team that we're used to seeing. Able to get those rebounds, though.
Yeah, if you're this Millard West team right now, just slowing this game down and just trying to get control. And that one from the far corner, bang, it's good.
Addie Klein coming off that six-man spot, cuts the deficit down to 3. It's a huge ball to fall for the Wildcats.
Addie Klein possibly getting the ball going back for this Wildcat team. And Foster, a little bit of pickup there. She'll give it back off to Johnson. Looks to take a shot, gonna go back into the paint. And that wasn't so good.
There you go. This is where Millard West, slow it down. Don't have to take a 3. Just slow it down, find an open look. And there's a travel there against Callie Ott. Man, it's a tough one for the Wildcats again. I know, I keep saying it, but it's just so, it just keeps popping up. The Wildcats just look off rhythm this game.
Yeah, and they're not too far behind, so this is pretty easy to pull out of if this Warrior team can let up a little bit, but
and now Millard West gets that ball right back. This is, I can say it, with 1:16 left, there's still plenty of time in this game. Millard West just got to slow things down, create an open look, start passing the ball. They've been a very player-centric offense right now. They just got to spread the ball around and create open shots. Like that one there. Nice feed inside to Taylor Hansen.
Hansen, that one's good for 2. It's a 1-point ball game as we're just under a minute of play. Rosevich, looking for somebody to hand off to. Going to give it out to Foster. Just under 40 seconds. Foster. Get this one back off to Rosevich.
Hoffman kept it. Oh, she almost kept that. Ooh.
And
it was a very loud bang there. Wow.
And
she's holding on to that knee there, man.
She will walk off, a little bit of limp as she went out of bounds on one of the empty Warrior chairs. Let's hope she's okay.
That did not sound good from up here.
Let's keep her in our thoughts and prayers right now, but it'll be Warrior basketball as she's shooken up. Just under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock at 10. Jocelyn off to Urosevich. Shot clock now at 5. Urosevich going to try to get that one up there, and shot clock will disappear. Johnson looking to take a shot over to Foster. Foster gets that one up for 2. As the clock just goes under 20 seconds. And
Westside with a half press, it seems like. Millard West is going to want to take that final shot, and they're going to take a call a timeout. The first timeout in this game comes with 12.1 left in the third quarter.
Well, Logan, right now, the question for you, if you're Coach Kruger, what are you thinking right now?
Right now, you've got plenty of time to develop a play. You don't need to necessarily take the 3. You'll get the ball to start the 4th. So take the easy 2. You got to create that, though, with 12.1, and that's hard to do sometimes. What I'd like to see him do, get the ball to the outside with, I would say Hoffman, but odds are she's not going to be in right now. After that, man, that was a scary incident. Maybe, you'll see something probably from Grace Kelly around the outside, a feed inside to Gesert to get the 2. At least try and draw a foul. Because like you said, you're not worried about tying the game at this point. You just need to get a basket to fall.
Yeah, and this Warrior team, they do not want to let up right now as they're in the hot. They just need to get back into pursuit and keep going. And just 3 seconds left in the timeout. And we're just at 12 seconds left in the third quarter.
Millard West ain't out quite yet, but this is a crucial possession for them here. 12.1. Like I said, you have enough time to develop something. You have plenty of time. But you got to act quick.
Just under 10 seconds. Possibly just going to sit down and try to take the final shot here.
Exactly what they're going to try and do.
That one from three-point range is no good, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Warriors 31-28. They've not let up their lead since about the second quarter, so what a Warrior lead, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, Westside, they've played incredible so far. You got to give them a lot of credit. Can they hold on for that final 8 minutes, though?
That's the final question. We'll see that here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back after this short break. Just entering fourth quarter coverage. I'm Ryan Kelly, and in the broadcast booth here with me tonight is Logan Moseley, where the Warriors lead 31-28 as we just start a fresh final 8 minutes left.
Right now, Millard West, slow things down. Like I've said, you don't have to take a three. They're too fixated on those big shots, game time shots. Just find somebody open. Let the game come to you.
Now West just taking their time. Shot clock now just at 10. That one's no good as it goes off the glass, and the Warriors will pick this one back up.
Both Gezzards have been way off the mark tonight. This is not a good performance from either of them.
Foster put that one up there.
I say that. It's been a great defensive performance from both Gezzards. Offensively, however, it's been tough.
Battle of the height there.
And they're going to call it on Neely Gezzard. They're going to call a shooting foul, too. It's a big blow for the Wildcats there. They're just going to have to hope to hold Foster. It's either one at the line here.
That one will fall. She'll have one more.
Be a huge win for Westside if they're able to pull it off going into districts.
And she'll go 1 for 2 now.
Now Millard West has got to figure out something and fast. You know, you still have 7 minutes left, but the second quarter just killed them. Got to get back into this one.
Yeah, this is where this Warrior team just has to get on top and stay on top. That one is nowhere near as the Warriors will pick that back up. But nevertheless, this will be an interesting outcome to the game.
Ooh, no foul, no offensive foul called.
That one from Hagen's good for 2.
And now Westside, I mean, they've got a chance. You know, it's good looking there on the sideline. Hoffman's walking by herself. That's good to see, but man, I don't expect her to come back in this game. That's a huge blow for Millard West.
Yeah, I just hope she's okay as this team heads on further into basketball season, and Hagen will be tripped up a little bit there as she'll just brush it off, and Wiles will go back over to Jurosevic as she tries to push through into the paint. Gonna get this one back off to Wiles. Wiles for 3. That one's
my goodness. Wow, shooters roll on that one.
Oh my goodness. Minute there, your heart's dropped as that one almost fell, but then it goes back in. So
Millard West, man, this is spelling doom for them. It is going to be a long 5.5 minutes here if they can't get something going. And if they got to hurry up, now is the time you take those threes. Or a shot like that, oh my goodness, Neely Gezer, wow.
And there's a timeout called there by the Wildcats, and we're going to take a quick break on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back for this short break. After the timeout, where the Warriors lead 37-30, with just 5:25 left on the clock, as the Warriors will start out with possession.
Westside here, you're up by 7. You've got a nice lead forming. You just got to hold on to it. Take the smart shots, drain the clock, and don't let something like that happen. Millard West, they tend to do a really good job of making teams pay with small mistakes like that, and Westside's played a very clean game tonight.
Yeah, this Westside team, not a lot of fouls on the game, and they're playing a really good game.
So the other thing Millard West has got to do is they're getting into foul territory. So Westside's going to have one go against them. I believe it's going to be a shooting foul, and it is. Neely Gezer will go to the line for 2. Right now, fouls, Millard West is at 5, Westside at 4. You know, of course, when I said that it was 5-3. You know, Millard West, they tend to do well at the line. They haven't done well tonight. But if they can just get that feed inside, they can finally get those shots to fall or go to the line like they are right now, they can maybe finally get something going.
That's 1 for 2 now on the charity strike, and it will be Warrior basketball.
I would not be surprised as once these final stats come out, if Millard West shot well below 40% from the field, or not from the field, probably from the field, but from the free throw line. It has just been a very off night for them.
Duval off to Jurosevic.
You know, Neely's slow to get up, but this is those moments where, you know, you think about them, and now Libby Hoffman's going to get ready to check in. That's a great sign for the Wildcats here. You're going to get your three-point shooter back with 4:25 and a chance to cut in to this 6-point lead.
Yeah, now that they're able to put her back in, that one will fall. Putting her back in will 37-32, so this Wildcat team could easily come back here and try to take home the W.
The only thing Millard West has going against them right now is they only have 3 timeouts. Westside has conserved those timeouts very well. You know, like I said, the first timeout didn't come till 12.1 left in the third quarter.
Foster trying to get that one up. She'll try to rebound. Jurosevic will grab that one there. She travels around the baseline.
I think they're going to call a foul there on Addie Klein.
There's the foul on Klein.
Now Neely Gezer's going to go ahead and check out. She looked a little bit shaken up coming down from one of those shots, which I believe was the block not too long ago. And West down by 5. Now is the time to get a stop.
Just under 4 minutes to play. Duval going to take this one around. Going to give it back off to Jurosevic. Jurosevic off to Hagan. Hagan drives
nice drive
hard
there
in the paint for an easy 2.
A great drive there from Westside. Gonna go fast.
Long 3 there. That's no good.
It's a tough shot to go. You know, this is where that quick offense, Millard West doesn't really have that. So where it's coming to bite them. They're going to call a foul there, I believe, on Westside.
It looked like a push. And
it's going to be a push. Excuse me.
This is where you get into dangerous territory here, Logan. This could go to the extra point for the Warriors, and that will work in their advantage.
At that point, you're going to think about who can we foul? Who can we send to the line who's not going to get those shots, who's not going to make them? This is a tough opportunity for either player, or for either team, excuse me. They're going to call jump ball.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's going to be another foul, excuse me.
That one will be on Duval. She'll go to the line.
This has just not been a good game for the Wildcats. But man, if Westside can't hit their shots here from the line, we may not have seen the end of Millard West. Hoffman's gonna move around. Hoffman goes over to Klain at the top. Klain's gonna drive up. Klain's shot is no good. Gets her own rebound, unable to keep it in bounds. Oh, that's a tough one there.
Millard West fans looking for a foul as they're in disbelief.
Hoffman's got that knee taped up right now. She's likely gonna be done for the game, just because they want to try and keep her healthy for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's definitely a smart move right now, and hope for a speedy recovery as Hagan will bring this one down. Hagan go off to Jocelyn. Back off to Jurosvich. Jurosvich gonna try to find so many passes, trying to make something happen. Foster will take it at the top of the key, gonna push through there. That one will be no good. So
and Klain once again is confused on how she keeps getting these fouls going against her. It's her third now, too.
There's Foster again back at the line for the second time this quarter.
Klain's going to go ahead and talk with the official there. She is very confused on why she keeps getting these calls to go against her.
That one's in there for one, as she's got another one on the charity strike. And a 12-point lead so far for this Warrior team. Now 13 points for this Warrior team. And just past under 2 minutes and 50 seconds left of play. And
now you got to start taking threes. A nice easy inside like that. Take a quick timeout. Cuts that lead down to 7.
Well, that's exactly what this Wildcat team is going to want to do, and we're going to take a quick break on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back shortly. Lead 41-34. Just 2 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock, and it's go time for this Wildcat team.
You see them in that press. They're going to try and utilize that to the best of their advantage, man. Grace Kelly got put on a bad spot there. Once again, they're going to go quick. Move things around. Callion over Norgesert.
Look, trying to make something happen here. Shot clock now, trying to
put a move. Man, that paint defense has just been stifling.
This Warrior defense, Logan.
I mean, you have to give them so much credit here. They come in this game massive underdogs, And yet they're still finding a way to fight and fight. 2:11 left to play. Millard West is one away from the double bonus. Or putting the Warriors in the double bonus, excuse me. Man, this is, if they can come back from this, this will be impressive beyond belief. But, I mean, the likelihood of this right now is just so low. It really starts back to that second quarter. And Millard West just couldn't get anything going. They managed 2 points.
There's another foul called there, and that'll send Hansen to the line.
And this is where Millard West, they can maybe try and get things to go. But you gotta do it now. This is your time to do it. Hit these 1-and-1s. Get a stop. Get things going the other way quick. You're not down just yet, but you're getting real close.
Hansen's second shot, that one will not fall. As Hagan long pass over to Wiles. Wiles ran this one down.
The press.
Yeah, there's that double team in the press, and long pass over to Wiles. That one will go off.
That one's going to go out of bounds. Millard West, they've got a chance to steal possession here. Lead's cut to 8. Gotta hit something. 3-ball doesn't have to be in your mind. Just gotta get something going quick. You cannot waste all 35 seconds.
Yeah, this is getting down to the point here where
Schulte moving around near that inside. It's a nice feed. Oh, and that's gonna go out of bounds. Nice block there by Foster.
That's a beautiful block and will go off of the Warriors. Shot clock be at 20. That one.
Man, that defense inside has just been so good. Man.
Foster will bring this one back down. She'll try to go coast to coast off to Jocelyn.
Slowing things down. That's what Westside's got to do.
That one's out of bounds off
of Schulte. That's a good job there by Schulte. Get that ball out of bounds. Still 22 seconds here on the shot clock. Millard West could hypothetically get the ball back with 1:02. Westside, they just got to drain this clock here. Up by 8.
Yeah, if you're Westside right now, just stopping that clock and just wasting every second. There's a bit of a...
There's the foul there.
Warrior fans looking for foul. Coach Clark not happy. He's going to try to talk to the ref there.
And now the double bonus. This is like playing on impossible difficulty in scenario. They can pull away from this. If Millard West can manage to come back from this, it'll be an all-time game. But right now, Westside, they've got a really good chance to pull off the upset. Now, first shot wasn't in there for Sydney Hagan, and the second will go in. In all likelihood, that's the nail in the coffin. But Millard West is going to try and get something going. Nora Gesert moving around. In the corner goes Schulte at the top of the key. Schulte to Neely. Neely near the corner. She's going to drive near baseline. And now Nora Gesert will take a long three. It's no good, and that's it, most likely. Westside's getting the ball right back. That press isn't going to do much there.
Just under a minute of play here left to go as Johnson will see that double team there, and he got her in a bit of a pickle. And another foul there, and Johnson will shoot for 2.
And Westside's playing it smart. They're having no one up near those lines there. They want all 4. And those not taking a shot to be back there to play quick defense. Unless they can get their own rebound. Man, that's huge. Now timeout's going to be called by Westside.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Just 51 seconds left on the clock, and the Warriors will call a timeout, and we will too. WTV Live Network. We're just about 51 seconds left of play, and Warriors lead 44, Wildcats 35, and going to come down to this here for a Wildcat or Warrior victory. And both teams will take the court. So we'll start after the timeout with Warrior basketball. Long pass over to Jurosevich, just under 40 seconds, and there's
the quick foul game. McKenna Schulte in on that one. And there it is again. Westside sending all four back behind the line. I don't imagine Jurosevich is going to miss these shots here, though. And as I say that first one rims out.
The commentator's jinx is back again.
Galliott's going to go ahead and take a seat on the bench there. I believe Addie Klein went in. Rosevich's second shot is no good. So Millard West has got to go back the other way. Nora Gezer going to move things around. Over to Klein, going around the top of the key. A wide open three from Neely Gezert. It's money. There it goes. The corner three. That's the spot where she can get hot at. I mean, still 35 seconds. It's going to be very hard.
Well, possible scenarios, a few more threes on the board in 35 seconds. Logan, can it be done?
You get a quick stop. You take that quick three like we just saw there. You take your timeout, you tie it up, and you just gotta hope for a prayer.
We're gonna keep this one here.
Millard West can pull this off. Like I said, it will go down as an incredible game. But I just don't see it at this point. You know, call me a skeptic all you want. Yeah, it is near impossible for a team to hit back-to-back threes in 35 seconds with just one timeout in the double bonus. That without Westside scoring. You know, Westside's got some great players that can go to that free throw line and make both those shots. We've seen Foster do it. We've seen Jurosevich, even though she just missed those last two.
And their Warriors will start out here.
And there's the foul. That came very late, too.
And this will be on the Warriors, as be on the Wildcats. It'll be Kelly's second foul. Coach Clark just talking to his players, and that one will fall for Wiles.
Hanson's going to go ahead and check out. Neely Gezer will go in.
That one will be no good, as just under 30 seconds to play.
Gotta go quick here. Pull up three. That's what you're thinking. Cannot waste this much time right now.
Clock at 20.
Just gotta take that shot.
That one's no good, as Foster will pick this one back up and give it off to Wiles.
Keep away. That's what you gotta do.
Double team play there, and there's a foul. Stop the clock now at 13 seconds.
That's it there for the Wildcats. That's going to be nail in the coffin. You can chalk this up to whatever you want. Shots not falling. Defense being lackluster in moments. But in the end, it's going to come down to that second quarter. You were up by 3 going into it. You're down by 6. Only put up 2 points. Those points coming with just 1 minute in that second quarter. That's what Millard West is going to look back at and say, that was our downfall here. Got to have a better and stronger second quarter.
2 for 2 from Hagen. Now shot clock just under 10. There's an easy 2.
It's going to look better on the scoreboard right now for the Wildcats. Better on the stats. But that's really going to be it.
There's another timeout at 5 seconds. Warriors just leading 7. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back after this short break. timeout. Warriors leading by 7, which was 5 seconds left on the clock. And
this is a huge win for Westside. Going into districts, that's a lot of momentum that they can try and use. You know, originally when things were shaping up, Wildcats would be that 1 seed there. Westside would likely be in that district, but we'll see how things shape out points-wise.
And there's the final score, folks, 47-40, as the Warriors will make their record now 7-14, as they'll be back on Saturday against Bellevue West. We'll play Bellevue West, and don't go away, folks. We have one more game on tonight where Max and Ross will be breaking down the Westside versus Millard West boys basketball game. We'll be back with the Time 42 player of the game.
folks, I'm Ryan Kelly here with our Time 42 player of the game, senior Elaine Wiles. Just how did it feel out there tonight, being able to upset number 9 Millard West? Overall, just how did it feel?
It felt really good. I think we've known that we've been capable of this for a while, but we just haven't been able to pull it off yet. And I think we just came in ready to go, knew what to expect, and it felt really good.
Now, you're playing Bellevue West this week. That's going to be a challenging team, and this was a challenging team for you guys. What are some preparations you guys are doing in and outside of practice for that game?
Well, we played them in the Metro tournament, so for that game we really know what's coming, and I think we all agree that it was a winnable game, especially in the first half. And so this time we're just going to work our hardest to come out on top of that one.
Well, just one final question for you. As the season's gone on, with being being an underclass team with 5 underclassmen, just how has fitting the puzzle pieces together really worked?
I think it's been very interesting, and it's been a lot of fun. A brand new team and so much potential, and it's just taken a lot of trying to get to know how we play together better, and just building up confidence.
Well, there's our Time 42 player of the game, Elaine Wiles. I'm Ryan Kelly for WTV Live. Thank you for tuning in.
basketball time here at Westside High School. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ross Jernstrom for the battle between Omaha Westside and the Millard West.
And I'll tell you what, this matchup tonight against Millard West, this is the second meeting between both teams. That last met on Saturday, December 3rd. It was Westside's third game of the year. And in that game, Millard West led 15-9 and led most of the first half. But Westside outscored Millard West 24-12 in the second half and won that game 46-40. But I'll tell you what, the Wildcats gave them all they could handle in the first half, and that was a very low-scoring game, 46-40, and that was 2 months ago.
Well, you look at that game and then you think, this Westside team is completely different looking back from December 3rd. They have come a long ways, and then you also take a look at Millard West, and they have maybe not come that far of a way. They have a record of 7-13 coming into this game. Only 2 games left in the regular season. So Millard West really has something to prove in this game, as they took the loss on the first go around against Omaha Westside 46-40 in a really, really close game if you look at it from the Omaha Westside standpoint. But for Omaha Westside, this is a game where you have to win this game if you want to host a district. You look at this game and then you look at the rest of the season for Omaha Westside. You look at the Saturday matchup, the last regular season game of the season, that's Bellevue West. That is one of the hardest games that Westside is going to have to face all year long. So this is a must-win game here for Westside.
Yeah, Westside stands number 6 in the World Herald rankings, but most important, they stand number 6 in the wild card standings, and they need a win tonight to stay in that top 7. So you host the first round of your district at home, and then host the second round, the finals of district play. So this is an important game for Westside tonight. They can't afford to lose it. But one thing that impressed me about Millard West, they took Elkhorn South into overtime, and Elkhorn South is a team that gave Westside some fits just a couple weeks ago. And if they can put Elkhorn South into overtime, they can do that against Westside tonight too. So the Warriors have to be concerned about this game, focused. They can't be thinking about Saturday's matchup with number 1 Bellevue West. They got to take care of business tonight.
Well, you look at who Millard West has beaten. They beat Bryan, who Westside took on last week. And, they had some trouble with Omaha Bryan. And you saw Amari Bynum, who was giving Westside all sorts of trouble in the paint. So you look for that from Millard West to really give Westside some trouble in the paint, driving down low, drawing the foul. And even from the three-point range where Westside, they switched from the 2-3 defense to man-on-man. They've switched back and forth all year long. So it's going to be a surprise whether Jim Simons wants to go from the 2-3 zone or to going man-on-man defense out of the gun.
Well, something must have happened to the Warriors on Saturday out in Grand Island when they played Salt Lake Academy. They have 3 guys that are Division I recruits, 2 6'10" players, and Westside handled that team and really surprised me by winning that game over Salt Lake Academy. That's one of those academies that they play all over the country, like IMG out of Florida. And that really tells me Westside may be peaking at the right time.
Well, so you take a look at Omaha Westside and the players that have been the biggest impact for Westside. And I think the only player who we really talk about all the time, I guess I should say 2 players, Kevin Stubblefield being one of them, and then Tate Advadi, both of them averaging over 15 points a game. And that is all I need to say about those 2 players, because though they have been the biggest contributors for this team all year long. Yeah,
Kevin Stubblefield averaging 15.7 points a game, 5.5 rebounds. He is also ranks 11th in the state in scoring, so he's going to get some postseason honors. And Tate Advadi averaging 15 points a game right behind him. Top free throw shooter, 76% for the team. But the guys those role players, C.J. Mitchell, Kevin Brown, Caleb Benning, they are what makes this team go here at the most important time of the season. They have to help those 2 guys score, and that will make Westside a better team.
And then take a look over now at Millard West, and you talk about a few players from Millard West. You have Zach Grangenet, who averages the most on the team at 11 points per game. And then you talk about Peyton Moore, who's shooting 49% from the field so far. So Millard West has these players that can drop shots, they can drive in, and they are going to be a problem today for Westside. And they're a team you don't count out in the first quarter. They will go with Westside all 4 quarters today.
Well, if those 2 guys start hitting from behind the arc, then that's a big concern for Westside. Just like you look at the girls' game that we had earlier, it was Westside's three-point shooting that enabled them to beat one of the top 10 teams in the state in Millard West, those three-pointers in the first half. So you always got to be concerned about somebody getting hot who's normally not hot from beyond the line. And those two guards, Brad Jeanette and Kirshner, are two guards that can really put it up.
And another player to look out for today from Millard West is Max Froloff from beyond the arc. He is by far their best shooter from beyond the arc, and so he is going to be a player who is not going to be afraid to let it shoot.
Yeah, that's true. And I just think this Millard West team, you know, they're playing for their district too. They want a higher seed. They want a better matchup in the first and second round of districts. So this is an important game for them. And this is the final week of the regular season. We're just approaching tuning up for March Madness, and you can kind of feel it with these teams right now.
And so if you take a look at the districts right now, and if the regular season was completely over as of today, Omaha Central will be the number 2 seed in Westside's district. Westside would be hosting right now. Omaha Central would be the 2 seed. So you take a look at how some things end up, how Omaha Central finishes on the season, how Westside finishes on the season. But as a look right now in the rough draft of things, as of right now, Omaha Central would most likely be the number 2 seed for Omaha Westside.
Yeah, that would be a tough matchup. That is not an easy matchup for Westside if they were to play the Eagles, because let me tell you, Central can turn it on too. They played Gretna very close. Gretna had to hit a shot in the final seconds to win that game, and Central can really play. So we'll see what happens, but let's get the starting lineups.
Starting in guard, a 6-foot senior, number 3, Cole Kirshner. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 10, Max Froloff. Starting forward, a 6'5" senior, number 12, Peyton Moore. Another forward, a 6'3" senior, number 14, James Giants. And at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 22, Zach Jeanette. The Wildcats are coached by head coach Bill Morrison, assistant by Dan Hall, Dale Gall, Chris Tauber, Mitch Wendland, Dan Anderson, Tanner Cock, and Mason Cobra.
We are just about underway here at Jim Tangal Court.
We've got a new starter in the lineup in Ricky Lofton. That's interesting. Ricky Lofton, who just kind of joined the team in January on the court, is now a starter here in the final week of the regular season. I stand corrected. They introduced him in the starting lineup, probably by mistake. A little boo-boo on the starting lineups.
We are now just moments away from getting underway as Jaden Gaius And Kevin Stubblefield will tip this one off. It'll go in favor of the Warriors. And CJ Mitchell will bring this one up on the right side. Mitchell now working up, now down to Stubblefield. Stubblefield, he'll go down low. He'll put it off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, and he puts it off the glass and one.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Stubblefield, he bangs the boards and he gets fouled and goes to the line more than any other Warrior. And he has completed the most free throws this season. He leads the team in free throws.
Stubblefield will put in his attempt, and that's a three-point play to start this one off at Westside. 3-0 with 7:45 remaining. Westside playing tight one-on-one defense here. They're playing the full court press, Ross, which we don't really normally see as the game opens up, but head coach Jim Simons wants to try something new. And here's Malik Crawford with the steal. It'll be Westside ball in the corner. He'll keep it alive. He'll give it over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield for three, and it's just no good off the glass. And it's taken away once again by Malik Crawford, showing his defensive efforts. And now it is taken away by Zach Grangigan.
A little bit of wild, loose play here at the start of the game. Both teams, lots of turnovers here. Westside starts out with a 1-2-2 press.
Cole Kirshner will be the one inbound here for the Wildcats. He'll find Jordan Gasson. He'll be the one to bring it up here for the Wildcats. He'll take it to the left side. And he'll take it for himself. Now he'll dish it down. Now Gaius, he'll be one on the top of the key. Long pass down to Kirshner. He's in trouble down low with Caleb Benning. 18 seconds to shoot. He stops his dribble. He'll give it to Gaius. Gaius for three. Got it! Jaden Gaius will put the first points on the board here today for the Wildcats.
That's a good start for the Wildcats to hit that first three-point attempt. Gives them a lot of confidence when you hit that first shot here at the start.
And a technical foul will go on Jaden Gaius to open this one up. And Tate Advadi will have just free shots. I don't honestly know what really happened.
I did not see after the three-point play. Something must have happened when they made the attempt.
Something occurred down low on the Wildcat bench, but nothing that I saw with my eyes. And Tate Advadi will put his first attempt up. It's 4-3. And he puts his second attempt up, and it's good. It's now 5-3 to open this one up. 6:50 remaining to play.
That's the earliest technical foul I have seen this season or in a long time.
Well, Ross, with that technical being called, you may get a real hint of how this game's going to be called. Maybe a lot of fouls in this game. There's already 3 fouls in general. Wildcats already have 2. Westside 1. As CJ Mitchell will get fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
CJ averaging 9 points a game. He leads the team in assists. He's kind of the quarterback of this team.
Mitchell will have 2 attempts from the charity stripe. He'll put his first one up, and that's 6. That's his first bucket of the night.
Well, so far they've come to shoot the free throws tonight. Off to a good start.
And he puts his second attempt up, and Westside so far perfect from the line tonight.
Yeah, that's a good start for the Warriors, and they start this press again.
As Cooper Fortune, he'll work down low. He'll keep it for himself. He'll work up. Now he's the lane, loses his dribble, regains. Having some trouble down low on Caleb Benning. He'll regain back out. Now back down to Fortune. 15 seconds to shoot. Corner 3, just no good. Granagent did not connect, and a pass that went out on Caleb Benning. Well, he tried to attempt the pass where he'll throw it off of the defender to go back out of bounds, but it did not work in his favor. Or I guess it did.
Yeah, it did. He hit it off his leg, and that went out of bounds, so it was Westside's ball.
Mitchell down low to Benning. Benning, he'll work down low, and he'll get fouled down low on the floor.
The Warriors just need to keep that punching it inside to Stubblefield. They've got height is not a problem in this game against Millard West. It's not a big Wildcat team underneath.
Mitchell inbound here for the Warriors, taking his time. He'll find Advati. Advati for three. Bang! Tate Advati for three on the right wing. 5 points already here for Advati, the senior.
And Al was saying when he hits that first three-point attempt, it's going to be a good night for Tate Advati.
And Malik Crawford will tip that one out of bounds. It'll stay here as Wildcat ball. Cooper Fortune will be the one inbound here for the Wildcats, as a timeout is called on the Wildcats, and we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we'll have more first quarter action. And we're back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside of me is Ross Jernstrom. It's 10-3 with 5:46 to play in the first. Grand Jeanette, he'll pass it into Fortune, right back to Grand Jeanette. And it's taken away by Malik Crawford. Here comes Kevin Stubblefield, and he'll slow things down. Now Mitchell, he'll give it to Stubblefield again. Now Benning for three. And it's just no good off the iron. Rebounded by Crawford, and he goes right out of bounds with it.
I'll tell you what, I really like Malik Crawford, the senior, going in there, just aggressive play on defense. He is so good there, and that's why he's at the point of this full court press.
Moore, he'll give it down low, and it'll go out of bounds on Kevin Stubblefield. Grand Jeanette will pass it in here for the Wildcats as they're trailing by 7. Now Cooper Fortune at the top of the key. Westside playing one-on-one defense. Max Furloff, he'll work back up to start a play. He'll work to his left. Now back to his right, behind the back, and a foul is called on Malik Crawford. He's stunned on that call.
Yeah, that was kind of an unusual call because the official did not have a good view of it, but the official on the other side did not call the foul. That was his call. But that's why Malik was a little surprised that he was called for the foul on that one.
2 team fouls so far here for Westside, 4 for the Wildcats. As that one will go out of bounds on Westside, it'll stay here on Wildcats.
Yeah, I think this Westside team's just playing with a lot of confidence after that win out in Grand Island over Salt Lake Academy. You can just see the aggressive defense which won the game for them out there.
And a foul is called on Westside. It's going to be on Malik Crawford again. That's 2 personal fouls back to back. As Maddox Anderson will be the one to check in here for Crawford to give himself a little break.
That's the 3rd foul on Westside. Millard West has 4. So Millard West still leads in fouls.
Now Fortune down low. He'll work back up to the wing. He'll give it to Grand Jeanette. And off the glass, just no good. Jordan Gasson tried to go up for it, just no good. And it's going to be Westside balls that went out of bounds on the Wildcats.
Well, that was great defense by Kevin Stubblefield. He really affected that play under the basket, allowed the Millard West player to miss it. Just his ability to try to block the shot.
Kevin Stubblefield at the top of the key. He'll work back out to Anderson. Now Benning. Back to Anderson. Thinks about the 3, doesn't go. Now Advati for 3. Got it! Tate Advati for his 2nd 3 of the night.
I'm telling you, he's been hot lately. That game against Bryan last Friday night, he got on fire. He's doing it again tonight.
Now down low, and it's good. Cole Kirshner showing his appearance here tonight. As that's Kirshner's first bucket on the evening.
And it's going to be Millard West ball under the basket.
And a backcourt violation will be in effect here on Max Froloff. It'll be Westside ball. It looks like they gave Millard West the bucket, so it's 5-13. I don't really understand what happened down low.
I think he might have touched at the line on the inbounds pass. That's why they called it right away.
So it's Westside ball here. Maddox Anderson, he'll give it down low to Benning. Long pass over to Advadi. Advadi thinks about the three, doesn't go. He'll take the floater, and it's good.
I tell you what, he's off to a great start tonight.
Tate Advadi, who has been on a roll here early on in this game. Jordan Gasson, who's in a little trouble, he'll give it down low to Fortune. Fortune, he'll work his way. Spin move, trying to work in off the glass, just no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Mitchell, he'll be the one to take it up. He's working fast. He'll pull up just off the iron, gets his own rebound, and he puts it up.
Very nice play by CJ.
Now Gasson, he'll work up. Tate Advadi meeting him at midcourt. And another timeout is called for head coach Bill Morrison, and we will take a break here on the WTV Live Network. 3:16 remaining. It's 17-5. Here on the WTV Live, I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ross Jernstrom. It's 17-5 in favor of the Warriors. 3:17 remaining to play in the first quarter.
Tate Advadi been red hot so far in this game. He has scored 10 of Westside's 17 points. So off to a great start for the All-State shooting guard.
It'll be Millard West's ball here. They have 20 to shoot. Max Froloff will be the one with the ball. He's in some trouble. It's almost taken away by Westside, but it's kept alive here by Gasson. And that one will go. There'll be a foul on Westside, and Gasson will go to the line to shoot.
It looked like Millard West was almost in a panic there. The ball almost went in the backcourt. The shot clock was ticking down, and they had to rush a shot, but they got to the foul line.
And that foul will be on Ricky Lofton. It's his first personal. As Jordan Gasson will put up his first attempt, he'll have one more to shoot. And his second attempt is good. And Ross, someone who's not in the lineup tonight for Omaha Westside is their big man, Kevin Brown, who is out with an injury right now. He is their tallest player. He's 6'7", and you know, that's why you think Malik Crawford's playing in there. They're really going to switch a lot down low, and you're going to see Kevin Stubblefield playing a lot of that low on the block rather than moving around as an actual power forward does.
It just allows somebody down on the bench to get more playing time, and that's what you're seeing with the Malik out there.
As a jump ball will be called on Cooper Fortune and Caleb Benning, as Fortune was having a little trouble with the ball. Caleb Benning found an opening, and now here's Kevin Stubblefield checking in for Tate Advadi. Millard West has a deficit of 10 as we were just about under 2:30 to play. Cooper Fortune, he'll take it to the right side. He'll hand it off to Max Froloff. Now Gasson, he'll take it to the left side. He'll work in on Ricky Lofton, and a foul is called on Lofton as he does not like that call, but nonetheless, Gasson will go to the line once again to shoot.
Lofton had good defense, good position on that play. I think he just got him on the arm when he went up under the basket.
That's Ricky Lofton's second personal foul already in this game, as freshman Donnie Barfield will check in here for Ricky Lofton. Donnie Barfield making his appearance after not playing for quite some time. You know, maybe head coach Jim Simons wants some other players to play, but we saw a lot of Donnie Barfield early on in this game, early on in the season, and here he is making his appearance here tonight.
Well, he's only a freshman. A lot of promise in him. Just a really good player.
And there's Maddox Anderson for his first points of the night. You know, we've seen a lot of Maddox Anderson this whole year so far. He was a JV player last year, making his appearance on varsity this whole season, and he has been a real player off the bench.
Yeah, he comes in and can hit that three-pointer. He's a very good shooter and can give a spark to this Westside team offensively.
And that one just out of bounds. Not the best pass from Cole Butler. And it'll be Westside ball as Cole Kirshner and Zach Granzonet will check in here for the Wildcats. Caleb Benton will be the one to bring this up on the right side. 1:42 to play. Anderson down low, back to Benning. Westside taking their time. Long pass over to Maddox Anderson. As Millard West is working that zone defense. Westside, not a lot of dribbling. That's how they combat that defense. Now Stubblefield down low. Now Benning for three. And he just doesn't have it. It rims in and out. And the put back up by Maddox Anderson is good. And that's 22 points now here for Westside.
Maddox coming off the bench, getting a lot of playing time out there and making a difference.
And it's taken away by Caleb Benning, and he'll have an easy put up off the glass, and that's good. That's 24 points now here for Omaha Westside.
And Westside goes out to its biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Kirshner, he's having some trouble. He'll give it down low in the corner. The three is tipped and no good. It's rebounded by C.J. Mitchell. 39 seconds to play, and it's taken away by Millard West once again, and a foul is called on C.J. Mitchell. That's 6 fouls already as a team for Omaha Westside, as they're just one away from giving the bonus to Millard West.
Well, that's just because of this aggressive play that Westside has. You know, that full court press that they've started out with early in the game, and you can just see how much they're really pressing this Millard West team in the backcourt.
Well, Ross, we saw earlier in the game, Westside came out with the 1-1-3 full court press, and then they worked back into that man-on-man defense, but the full court press really has been working for them.
It has.
And Jordan Gasson will go up, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line once again, his third time at the line so far in this game.
But I think when you got teams that are bigger than you, that's a good thing to have, that full court press, because then you can force a turnover in the backcourt instead of playing a half-court offense. That can make a difference in a game.
And Gasson will put up his first attempt. He'll have one more from the line. It's 24-10 with 24.3 seconds to play. And it looks like some misconfusion right there between the referees.
Well, that was the second free throw shot, so.
We're going to ask the no whistles, please. Any whistles will clear the sideline.
As a whistle was blown, looks like from the student section, and maybe have caused some trouble right there for the players on the court, but nonetheless, the bucket will count, and it's 24-11.
In the final seconds here, Westside's going to hold it.
Just under 10 seconds to play here. C.J. Mitchell, he'll give it down low to Anderson. Now back to Mitchell. 6 seconds to shoot now. Anderson for three. Bang! Maddox Anderson with just under 3 seconds to play. He'll put the three ball up, and he's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc tonight.
Yeah, Maddox Anderson's already got 8 points in the game. He's hardly played 2 minutes.
It's 27-11 here as we conclude the first quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we will have a fresh set. here on the WTV Live Network. A fresh set of 8 minutes to play here at Jim Tangal Court. It's 27-11 in favor of Westside.
Well, it's been 2 players for Westside. Tate Oddbody had 10 points in that first quarter, and Maddox Anderson came off the bench, hit a couple threes and a layup, and he's got 8 points. So a lot of production for the Warriors in this game so far.
Westside will be the ones to start with the ball. Now Benning down low. Now Mitchell. Anderson, he's on the right wing. He'll give it to Benning at the top. Westside taking their time. CJ Mitchell, he'll pull up for 3. Just no good off the iron. Rebounded by Kevin Stubblefield. Oddbody thinks about the 3. He'll pull up for the jump shot. Just no good. Rebounded by Millard West. And it'll be Wildcat ball. Cole Butler, he'll give it down low to Kirshner. Now Gasson down low. Off the glass, and it's good. Peyton Moore will have his first points on the night.
Nice passing by the Wildcats, just working that ball around, finding the open man underneath.
CJ Mitchell, he'll give it down low in the corner to Benning. Benning. Now Anderson, he thinks about the 3, doesn't go. Now Oddbody doesn't have it, just no good. Rebounded by Jordan Gasson.
Yeah, just in and out of the hoop right there for Tate.
Jordan Gasson, he'll work to the left side. He'll give it down low to Kirshner. Now Granjanek. He'll take his time, 19 seconds to shoot. He'll take it for himself, and he is just met by Westside defenders, and it's Westside ball. Here comes Kevin Stubblefield, fast break. He'll give it to Mitchell. Has some trouble, behind the back pass. And Stubblefield is fouled on his way up, and he'll go to the charity stripe to shoot 2.
Yeah, Kevin, so good under the boards, getting the rebound, drawing the foul. That really helps the Warriors get some points when he goes to the line.
And his first attempt just goes in and out. It's like a toilet bowl on that rim right there. So,
you know, a week ago he scored 26 points against Lincoln East, and he did it quietly. I mean, he just has so many buckets and free throws underneath the boards. It's all of a sudden you look at the scorebook and he's got over 20 points in a game.
well, you talk about the Kevin Brown injury, him being out. Really, the only 2 big men on the court are Kevin Stubblefield and Tate Oddbody. Both of them being at 6'4". Those are really, truly the tallest guys that'll be on the court tonight. And Jordan Gasson, he'll work down low off the glass, and that's an and 1. Jordan Gasson showing his toughness tonight as he'll go to the line once again.
Very good drive down the lane for the Wildcats. They're not going away. They're still playing very hard out there on the court.
Ricky Lawson will check in here for Tate Oddbody.
And that is the 8th foul on the Warriors. That's a lot of fouls here in the first half.
And it's only 6:23 left, so you got a lot of time here in the second quarter. This is the biggest time right now for Millard West to really make that comeback, start pushing forward. And here's Stubblefield. He'll give it to Benning down low in the corner. Benning, he'll work in. Pass over to Crawford, now Lofton. Anderson will work this one back up. Westside moving it quick. Now Lofton in the corner, now Stubblefield. Stubblefield, he'll be called on a travel.
Yeah, Kevin's usually not out that far. Wanted to dribble in and drive on Millard West, but a little extra step there at the start.
Millard West will operate the ball. Max Furloff will give it over to Gasson. Gasson. Long pass from Cole Butler. Now down low to Fortune. Fortune, he'll put up the glass and he puts it in. That's 17 points now. Millard West down just by 10. Caleb Benning thinks about going low, doesn't go. Westside slowing things down completely with 20 seconds to shoot. Crawford at the top of the key, now down to Anderson. Crawford wide open 3, doesn't have it. It's rebounded by Cole Butler. Butler will be the one, he's moving quick. He'll take it in, spin move, it's taken away by Lofton. Ricky Lofton, he'll give it over to Benning. Benning puts it just off the glass and it's good. That's 29-17, 4 points tonight here for Caleb Benning.
Good defense by the Warriors to force that turnover, and they get the bucket on the layup.
Granjanek does a great job of keeping that one in bounds, but it'll be a foul as Caleb Benning hits the ground hard. It'll be a foul on Cooper Fortune. It'll be Westside ball. That's 16 fouls tonight so far here in the first half for Millard West. As Caleb Benyon will go out to take a breather after hitting the ground pretty hard. CJ Mitchell will bring this one up on the right side. He'll give it to Anderson. Anderson, it'll stay here as Westside ball. 4:53 to play here in the first half. Westside 29, Millard West 17. Westside moving things pretty slow here. As CJ Mitchell keeping it for himself, he'll give it over. Now back to Mitchell. Lofton in the corner, now Stubblefield. Westside just completely moving the ball around all faces of the court as they do a great job of this when combating that zone defense. 5 seconds now to shoot. CJ Mitchell will have to put this one up. Now Lofton in the corner for 3. Got it! Ricky Lofton for 3 in the corner with just under 4 seconds to shoot. That's his first points on the night.
Just a nice shot from Ricky Lofton. We haven't seen that for a while, but a nice shot from the corner.
Now Fortune down low, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson working quick, he'll give it to Stubblefield. Stubblefield will stop his dribble, and it's almost taken away by Millard West, and it'll stay here as Westside ball.
I tell you what, it's great to see Ricky Lofton come off the bench, nail a 3 from the corner. And then you've got Maddox Anderson coming off the bench and hitting some 3s. That's always good to see from this Westside team.
Now Stubblefield to Ricky Lofton. Lofton, he'll work back. Now Stubblefield for 3. Got it! Kevin Stubblefield for 3 as Westside has been on fire tonight from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's their biggest lead of the game now. 18 points, 35-17.
And just fouled. The foul will be on Kevin Stubblefield.
The next foul on Westside, it'll be 2 shots every time Millard West goes to the line. Still just under 4 minutes to play here in this second quarter.
35-17. Reese Carson will put in his first attempt, and they'll have one more. As it just dribbles in the rim, and he'll have 2 for 2 from the line. Westside now moving quick again. Caleb Benyon will be the one with the ball. He'll be at the top of the key. He'll give it to Crawford. Crawford now working down low for himself. He'll take it off the glass. Just no good. Tipped and kept alive here. Now Mitchell, as a traveling call will be enforced on CJ Mitchell, and that has been the problem so far tonight here for Westside. If you talk about some negatives, Westside has been really making those common mistakes that you don't want to make, like the traveling calls. You know, you're being too aggressive. I know that it's something you don't really want to say because it's a good thing to be aggressive in basketball, but sometimes you can be too aggressive. Like early on in this game, Malik Crawford, 2 early fouls in the first quarter, which puts him already at a bad spot. Now Jordan Gasson, spin move. It's taken away by CJ Mitchell. Fast break, he'll give it to Kevin Stubblefield off the glass, good.
I love that kind of play. You pass it to your teammate for the lob in the basket.
And then a quick bucket turnaround for Peyton Moore, and it's 37-20. Caleb Benyon thinks about the 3, he doesn't go for it, and a very nice pass from Caleb Benyon to Ricky Lawson, but a foul will be called as Peyton Moore hits the ground hard. And Peyton Moore, who's a 2-sport athlete, also plays baseball for the state champion Millard West baseball team. He's going to Southeast Community College next year to continue his baseball career. Who's also been a contributor on the basketball court all year long. As he'll be okay, he'll go to the bench and take a breather.
Looks like he's going to be okay, just sitting there on the bench. I think he just got kind of dinged in the head.
It'll be Millard West's ball. Cole Kirshner will be the one to pass it in here to Jordan Gasson. And he'll switch things up. He'll go to Max Froloff as Millard West already creating plays. Westside on the one-on-one defense. Cole Kirshner, he'll give it off to Froloff. Froloff, he'll work in off the glass, just no good. Rebounded by CJ Mitchell. Mitchell will take this one up on the right side. Thinks about stopping, spin move, now pass down to Stubblefield for three. Got it! Kevin Stubblefield for three in the corner, and he is having himself a night from the 3 line.
And the Warriors opened up their biggest lead of the game, 20 points, 40-20 here with 2 minutes to go.
Gaston, he keeps his dribble off the glass, and it's good. He puts it up. That's 22 points now here for Millard West. 40-22 with just under 2 minutes to play. Now Mitchell from the top of the key just doesn't have it. It rims in and out.
There's about 3 3-pointers that have just kind of hit the rim, bounced out for Westside tonight. They could have had more trays.
Now Jordan Gaston, he'll be fouled, and it'll be a shooting foul. He'll go to the charity stripe for 2.
Yeah, Westside now has 10 fouls in the game. So every time they go to the line, it'll be 2 shots for Millard West.
Jordan Gaston, who has been money so far tonight from the free throw line, will have 2 free throws to shoot. And he puts his first attempt up. He'll have 1 more. It's 40-23 with 1:41 remaining. And he puts his second attempt up. That's 2 for 2 from the free throw line right there. It's 40-24 now. And Westside with 10 fouls, meaning every single Westside foul will be 2 shots for Millard West. As CJ Mitchell hits the ground hard, and it's going to be a foul on CJ Mitchell.
Whoa, he hit the ground. How did that happen? And Jim Simons can't believe it. He throws his hands up in the air and he's talking to the official. He doesn't know how that happened, and neither do I. When you go down on the court and you're called for an offensive foul.
And you look at head coach.
Oh, that's an over and back right there.
And you look at head coach Jim Simons in a basketball game, and then if you go to Westside, you see him in the IMC, you're in some of his classes. He is a completely different person on the basketball court than he is in the classroom. And it is just, it is hilarious to see him and how outraged he gets and how competitive he will get on the basketball court. And
well, Jim picked up his 100th win as a Westside head coach in his 5th season last month, and I think he's really enjoying this team. He really likes what he sees in the development and what they're doing this season.
Just under a minute now to play here in the first half. Here's 23 seconds on the shot clock. Ricky Lofton down low to Anderson in the corner. Anderson staying in the corner. He'll keep work down low. And a foul is called on Millard West, as Westside will be in the bonus, as Maddox Anderson will go to the line to shoot 1-1.
Well, let's see how good the Warriors are at the free throw line coming into the postseason play, because that is truly what wins you games in the postseason, or free throws. You really got to make those, and the Warriors need to be consistent at the line.
And his first attempt is good, and he'll have 1 more to shoot.
I'm really impressed with Maddox. He's already got 9 points in the game. He's a very good player.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, Ross, he is probably by far one of the best off-the-bench players for this Westside team.
Oh, yeah.
And he has been utilized so much in such a positive way this year so far. And you just talk about other players off the bench. Ricky Lofton, who was facing injuries all year long at the beginning. He got brought back early February, late January, and he has been a help so far. And then you also look at Donnie Barfield, who's just a freshman in his first year of high school, and he will be here at Westside for the next 3 years, which is probably the best thing that head coach Jim Simons has. As Ricky Lawson will take this one up, 30 seconds to shoot. Now Anderson for 3. Bang! Maddox Anderson 3 for 3.
Maddox Anderson has 13 points in this game, folks, and he came off the bench.
As now 15 seconds to play, Zach Grangiget will be at the top. Westside playing one-on-one. Ricky Lofton down low. Grangenet just doesn't have it. It's rebounded by Donnie Barfield. 4 seconds now to play. Caleb Benning, he'll take it for himself off the glass. Just doesn't have it. And time expires here at Westside High School. It's 45-24. Westside leads this one as we go into the half. We are going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we will have all second half action. here at Westside High School after the break. It's still halftime, just about 45 seconds away from getting underway. 45-24, Westside currently leads this one after a massive first half. Not just all around Westside, but specifically Maddox Anderson.
Yeah, Maddox Anderson leads Westside with 13 points, and he only probably played about 4 minutes in that game so far. But Westside, remember a week ago they didn't hit a three-pointer, 0 for 16? Well, they hit 8 three-pointers so far in the first half, 8 three-pointers. Kevin Stubblefield has 11 points, and Tate Oddvadi had 10. And all those points by Tate were in the first quarter alone. He spent most of the second quarter on the bench.
Russ, you know, I don't ever want to jinx anything to happen more in the future, but I don't think Westside could have a worse shooting game than that 0 for 16 performance against Lincoln East.
I don't know if you saw this, but Millard North and Gretna played last Friday, and Gretna did not score a point in the second quarter of that game, and Millard North won it. I haven't seen that all season long by anybody where you don't score one single point, so it does happen in this high school basketball season.
And CJ Mitchell will start this half off with 2 points. He has 6 points. And Cooper Fortunal, he'll take it to the top of the key. He'll stop his dribble. He'll give it off to Froloff. Froloff, he'll find Gasson. 18 seconds to shoot Gasson. He'll take it down low, and it'll just be no good. Rebounded by Cooper Fortune himself. And Gasson will put that one up for 2 points for himself. Now Oddvadi, he'll work it back up to Crawford. Westside continually to move the ball around. Bending down low. He'll give it to Crawford. Crawford, he'll take it from himself. Spin move. He'll give down a lot. Oddvadi off the glass, and he's got it. 49-28. That's 12 points now for Tate Oddvadi.
Just a great pass there by Malik Crawford, going down the lane and just dishes it to Oddvadi.
Now Jordan Gasson for 3, and he just doesn't have it off the iron. Rebounded by Tate Oddvadi. He'll take it for himself. He's working fast. Now Mitchell from the top. Thinks for the 3, doesn't go. Now Crawford in the corner. Crawford for 3. Got it! Malik Crawford for 3 in the corner.
That's their 9th three-pointer tonight for the Warriors.
And that's his first points on the night, as Westside has been on fire beyond the arc tonight.
Westside opens up its biggest lead now, 24 points.
Now Gasson down low, and it's blocked by Malik Crawford. And Stubblefield, he'll give it out to Oddvadi for corner 3. Just doesn't have it off the glass. And it's rebounded by Millard West. And Zach Grange again, he'll either be the one to take it up. He'll give it down low to Kirshner. And that's tipped, so it will not be a backcourt violation. Jordan Gass will be the one with the ball. Now Kirshner working down low. And Froloff off the glass, he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Great defense by the Warriors. They wore that clock all the way down to the final 3 seconds before Millard West shot the ball, but that you could see Jim Simons just clapping his hands, cheering his defense on.
Froloff will put his first attempt up. He'll have one more to shoot. It's 52-29. And you can't quite count Millard West out yet. They are a team that has been battling every single game in the late halves of every single game. So they are a team who will play scrappy. They'll put points up together. They'll start knocking down those threes at any certain time in this game.
CJ Mitchell just threw a rocket underneath DeBenny. Didn't quite get there, but now it's Millard West ball.
I think C.J. Mitchell thought he was playing another sport other than basketball, but...
I'll tell you what, you might put him in center field for that baseball team. That's quite an arm. It's
a foul against the Warriors. That's Caleb Benning's second personal foul, second team foul so far here in the third quarter.
Speaking of baseball, WTV will be back in the spring with several Westside baseball games, soccer games, and for the first time we're going to do a track meet too, so it just won't end with the basketball season here. It will continue through.
We'll have one more regular season basketball game here at Westside as the three-pointer is no good from Cole Kirshner. Just one regular season game remaining here for Omaha Westside, and that'll be on Saturday, this coming Saturday. It'll be senior night for Westside. They'll be taking on Bellevue West, the #1 team in the state. And then after that, Westside hopefully will be the ones hosting a district, and we will be live streaming that for all you viewers at home. As I mentioned in the pregame show, as of right now, Omaha Westside will be most likely paired up with Omaha Central as the and one from CJ Mitchell goes in. He'll have a three-point possible play, but as of right now, Omaha Central is most likely to be paired up with Omaha Westside as the #2 seed here at Westside. So you take a look back at last year from the district, as that was a wild, crazy game as it ended in a Caleb Benning buzzer beater in the corner. So, you know, you talk about just teams that have been going on here in the Metro and teams who are not in the top 6 who are hosting district. There are still plenty of teams that have the capability of upsetting one of those top-seeded teams, especially Omaha Central.
Yeah, I think Westside will lock up the home court with a win tonight, because on Saturday, win or lose against Bellevue West, they're not going to drop very much because they're playing a team in the upper tier of the point system. So they're not going to lose any points by playing Bellevue West. They might even gain some points by playing them. That's the way the wild card standings work. But, you know, it's always important if you don't win your district and you get upset, the wild card standings help you, because if the district champions don't all make it, if they all win, there's a possibility if you lose, you can make it.
CJ Mitchell at the line to shoot. He'll have a three-point possible play. And he does not make his attempt. It'll stay just as a two-point play as it's rebounded by Cooper Fortune. 4:13 to play here in the third quarter. It's 56-29 in favor of Westside. Cole Butler will be on the left wing. He'll give it down low. And one play right there from Zach Granajet.
Yeah, Zach made a nice little fake move. Westside went for it, drew the foul, and got the basket.
Zach Granajet will be at the line to shoot. And he puts in his attempt for the three-point play. It's 56-32. Westside's currently up big. But like I mentioned just a little bit ago, you can't count Millard West out quite yet. They have been a team that's been battling all year long, and they don't look to stop anytime soon. Now Lofton, he'll be at the corner, he'll give it to Mitchell. Now down low to Advadi. Advadi will pump fake, he'll put it up, and he's good for the and one.
And credit CJ Mitchell with the pass and the great assist to Advadi under the basket. He just saw the open man, found him, put it up, drew the foul, ready to go for a three-point play.
And he's got the three-point play right there. Tate Advadi, who has been a leader on this Westside team all season long, all last year long, who's the transfer from Elkhorn South. He transferred over after his freshman season, been here now for 3 seasons, and has been nothing but perfect here for head coach Jim Simons. As the layup is put up by Cooper Fortune. That's 34 points now here for Millard West. Caleb Benning thinks about the three. He doesn't want to go. He'll work down low. He'll give it to Lofton. Lofton for three. Just doesn't have it. Rebounded by Millard West. Just under 3 to play here in the third quarter. And the long pass over. Now Grangenet. He'll work back, he'll shoot. And the three just doesn't have it. Rebounded by C.J. Mitchell. Mitchell working fast. He'll give it down low to Lofton. Lofton tries to bully his way in. He'll give it to Advadi. Advadi down low. He gets hit, knocked down. No foul is called, as he's stunned that there was no foul called.
Yeah, Tate was on the ground looking at the ref going, where's the whistle?
And that was a spectacular pass down low from Zach Grangenet. But a foul is called. And Reese Carson will go to the line to shoot. Anderson, he'll be on the right wing. He'll give it to Ricky Lofton. Now Advadi. Malik Crawford for three again. And he's got it! Malik Crawford 2 for 2 from the three-point line. That's 6 points.
Well, you love to see that from him. He worked so hard on defense, and then for him to get a pair of trays, really big for him.
And the three-pointer is good for Cole Kirshner. That's the long three. It's 62-38 here with just under 2 minutes to play. Now Anderson for three again, and he just doesn't have it. It'll go off the rim, rebounded by Cole Butler. And a traveling call is called on Zach Grangenet. It'll be Westside ball.
Well, does Millard West just have one baseball player on this team playing tonight?
It is just Peyton Moore who is playing baseball. He's one of the starters for that Millard West team. He started last year. He was a big contributor for that state championship team who I don't know if I think everybody who has been watching this has seen that state championship game from last year. It is one of the most memorable experiences in Nebraska high school baseball history, and Peyton Moore, who was playing, was a part of that. And the three-pointer from Kevin Stubblefield is good. That's 14 points. But Millard West is looking to coming out in this baseball season as we are just a few weeks out from the Nebraska high school baseball season, as Peyton Moore, who is one of the key contributors on the basketball court, also a key contributor for the Millard West baseball team, will be making his way out on the field here soon.
Well, Max, you don't have many play-by-play broadcasts left because you'll be on the baseball field this spring, so we're going to miss you out there behind the mic, but maybe you can join us for some soccer games.
Yeah, I might, but I'll have to be trying my hardest on throwing strikes this season, so I'll be worried about that. So there's 36 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Blake Crawford thinks about the three, and he gets called for the travel. He wanted a three, and then he decided his dribble, and he took one too many steps. It'll be Millard West ball. As Gasson will pass it in here to Kirshner. He'll work up slowly to the right side. He'll hand it off. Carson thinks about the three, and he hesitates, and he gets called for a travel. Carson, just a sophomore, making his appearance on varsity here tonight, who's usually one of the JV players. He got called up here tonight. He's making quite a few appearances here tonight off the bench, and he gets called for the travel.
Warriors work for one last shot here. I'll look for maybe Maddox in the corner or Malik in the corner, one of those two.
10 seconds to play here. Caleb Benning is in trouble. He'll try to pass. Carson intercepts. And a hard-hitting foul. Max Froloff, he hits the ground hard, but he puts the layup in, and that's an and one. He'll have a three-point possible play as he's shooken up a little bit after that one. Millard West down 25 points with 3 seconds to play here in the third. And he just misses the free throw attempt. There's 2 seconds to play. Kevin Stubblefield will sit this one down for the final shot. Just doesn't have it, just goes just under the net. And that'll do it here for the third quarter of action. We will have a brand new fresh set of 8 minutes and the final 8 minutes to play when we come back here on the WTV Live Network. Back here for the final 8 minutes of action at Westside High School. Millard West currently down 25 as we go into the last quarter of play.
Well, Tate Advani, he's got 15 points. He had 5 in the third quarter. And Kevin Stubblefield's got 14. He had a 3-pointer there in that third quarter, too.
Caleb Benning to C.J. Mitchell in the corner for 3. Got it! C.J. Mitchell for 3 in the corner, and Westside has not stopped at all tonight from beyond the arc.
It's been great to see. They had that drought a week ago against Lincoln East where they were 0 for 16. Tonight, it's a different story.
Lucas Johnson making his appearance here tonight here for the Wildcats as a traveling call, or no, a foul is called. 1 traveling, 1 foul. It'll be a foul called on Westside. It'll be on C.J. Mitchell. That's his 3rd personal foul tonight so far. As a quick pass down low under to Kirschner, he'll put it up off the glass and it's good. 68-42 here. As Westside still moving quick. Now Advani for 3, just doesn't have it off the iron, rebounded by Ganjanet. Now Fortune down low, he'll put it off the glass and he has it. C.J. Mitchell working quick to Tate Advani down low on the wing. Now bending over to Crawford. Advani working down low, he'll stop, put it off the glass, got it. Westside has reached that 70-point mark, Ross, which does not happen a lot so far this season, but they have reached it tonight.
Yeah, I think the most points they've scored this season is 86. So this is one of their better shooting nights of the year.
It's rebounded by Tate Advani. Now Malik Crawford, he'll put it off. Just the alley-oop misses by Malik Crawford and Kevin Stubblefield, but it's put back up by the Warriors. Whoa, will that have been one interesting play right there.
So he didn't mean to miss it.
I don't think
I'm not sure.
He didn't mean to miss it. I mean, if it would have gone down, then I might have lost my voice for tomorrow. But nonetheless, it's 72-44 here. Now it's 72-46 with 5:51 remaining. As Kevin Stubblefield, he'll put it off the glass, and a timeout is called by Bill Morrison, head coach of the Millard West Wildcats. We're also going to take a timeout here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we'll have the final 5 minutes and 47 seconds of play. is Ross Jernstrom as we have Westside versus Millard West. Westside coming in this game at the 6th seed as also the number 6 seed in the wild card spot. So they are looking to host a district with a win here tonight against Millard West.
And that'll be on the last Saturday of the month, the first round of districts. And the district final would be probably on Monday night.
Here's Reese Carson. He'll give it off to Froloff. Now Max Froloff, he'll work back up. 10 seconds to shoot here from Millard West. Now 6. Carson, he'll have another traveling call to his name, as that's been a common issue so far here tonight for the young sophomore. Donnie Barfield now in here in the game. Westside moving around quick once again. Now CJ Mitchell, he'll give it to Lofton. Lofton for 3. And another traveling call.
I didn't see that one.
As you see Monte Gettings making his appearance here tonight, just a freshman. Monte Gettings he'll be getting some minutes here with 5:01 remaining. Reese Carson will be the point guard here for Millard West. He'll bring it up, he'll take it to the right side. And a 3, a long 3 right there for Reese Carson. Will be his first points here tonight. As Ricky Lofton will put that layup up, and it's 76-49 with 4:35 remaining. And here's Cole Butler. Down low to Fortune, now back to Carson. Here's Ibarra. He'll take it to the left side. It's tipped and kept here by Carson. Now Carson thinks about the jump shot. He'll go down low to Fortune, and a foul is called on Donnie Barfield. It'll be on the ground. That's the 7th foul here for Westside. It'll be now bonus for Cooper Fortune.
You know, Westside right now, they're the number 6 in the wild card standings. I think that's a good position to be in, because if you go to the state tournament and you're the number 6 seed, it puts you in the opposite bracket of Bellevue West, who's the number 1 seed and undefeated. That works your way. The number 2, 3 seeds will be in that bracket.
Malik Crawford again for a 3. Make that 3 for 3 on the night here for Malik Crawford, who we usually see as a defensive player. And Ross, he is showing us the complete opposite tonight.
Well, if you might remember back when they had that exhibition game against Omaha Scott here, he had 5 3-pointers in that game. And we haven't seen that Malik Crawford this season until tonight. I mean, he is really on, and he was a perfect 5 for 5 in that game.
And Cole Butler will make his free throw attempt at 79-51.
Max, so far in this game, Westside has hit 13 3-pointers.
I think that's a pretty big improvement from 0.
I mean, it's like night and day.
And Cole Butler will make his 2 free throw attempts. And here's JT Evans making his appearance here tonight. Donnie Barfield, he'll take it. He'll give it to JT Evans in the corner. Evans loses his dribble, but Maddox Anderson regains it. Now Lawton down to Gettings in the corner. Gettings. Barfield for the 3, just doesn't have it. It's rebounded by Reese Carson. Carson, he'll slow things down. He'll give it to Cole Kersham. Now in the corner to Butler. Butler will work in. Now back out. Now Kersham for the 3, and he has it. Cole Kersham for his second 3 here on the evening, as we are just about under 3 minutes of play in the final quarter of the game. As Anderson, he'll take the reverse layup, just doesn't have it. Rebounded by Millard West, and they'll work this one up. Trey Ibarra He'll have it. He'll dribble to his right. Now he'll give it off. Now down low in the corner to Carson. And he has the jump shot. He'll put it up.
Well, they're closing out the game pretty good, the Wildcats here at the end.
As Ricky Lofton loses his dribble, it'll be Millard West ball once again. As Kirschner loses his dribble, but it went out of bounds on JT Evans. It'll be Millard West ball.
Well, Westside has played 10 players tonight. It looks like Tate Advade's little brother is going to come in the game. Little brother, he's actually taller than him at 6'7". He's taken off his jersey too.
As Jacob Young, he'll give it back out. Now he'll give it down low to Trey Ibarra. As he's fouled, it'll be on the ground. Tyson Advadi and Trell Snoddy will be checking in here for Westside, which makes every single player.
Well, Maddox Anderson goes out of the game, and he had his best game of the season tonight, no doubt about it.
So it'll be all underclassmen here, and JT Evans in for Westside. As it's tipped and it's kept alive here by Millard West. Ibarra, he'll be the one with the ball. He'll take it, spin move, now back out. And it's kept here, but a travel is called once again. Many traveling calls here tonight for both sides of the ball, really. As Monte Gettings will be the one to bring it up. He'll take it to his left. Now he'll give it to Snoddy. Snoddy, he'll work quick. In and out, he'll give it to Evans. Evans working in. Takes it off, just doesn't have it off the glass. It's rebounded by Reese Carson. Carson down low, and it's a foul called on Tyson Alvadi. He uses his long arms. He's 6'7", Ross, the tallest player for Omaha Westside. Just right behind him is Kevin Brown at 6'5", so he will be a player to look out for in the next coming years. Just a sophomore, he will be most likely being one of the starters next year, as head coach Jim Simons really likes to talk a lot of positivity about him. He is a player who still has to reach his potential, but he is very close to reaching it.
Well, he comes from good stock. His older brother, all-state player, Tate Advadi, he's got that great aggressiveness that his brother has, and just, you know, about 3 inches taller than his older brother Tate. So, he might even still be growing. He's only a sophomore.
And if somebody grows from 6'7" as just a sophomore, that would be a very lucky body to have.
Yeah, I've seen players I've covered through the high school years. Some guys get their growth spurt between their junior and senior year, and makes a difference.
Now Tyson Avadi for three, and he just doesn't have it. Rebounded by JT Evans, and he puts it up. JT Evans for his first points here tonight.
Smallest player on the court, and he got the rebound.
And down low, and the bucket is good for Tad Carmichael. Now Donnie Barfield on the wing. He'll take it down low. He'll be fouled. And it'll be on the ground. Westside will inbound the ball.
You know, Westside's going to have some height here in the next couple of years. With Barfield and Advadi, I mean, they're the biggest players on this team.
I mean, you think about players that Westside will be losing next year. Two of the biggest names, Tate Advadi and Kevin Brown, just for example. You lose JT Evans, and just besides that, Ross, you have everybody back. So this is going to be a scary team next year. You know, think of players like C.J. Mitchell, Kevin Stubblefield, Caleb Benning, and the 3 attempt from Monte Gettings is no good. But this is quite a young team. Only 3 seniors on this team, two of them being everyday starters, but
well, and you look at the rest of the teams around the state, Bellevue West loses their best player in Doetzler. So next year it's going to be wide open.
Now Trell Snoddy, he'll take it up, he loses it. It's rebounded by Donnie Barfield. And a foul is called. And that's only Millard West's 4th team foul. So Westside's nowhere near close to the bonus, as JT Evans will pass this one in here from Omaha Westside with 40 seconds to play.
So who's our player of the game there, Max?
And you're going to have to wait that one out because here's an and one.
You got a player of the game?
We're just going to have to wait here. 38 seconds, Ross. All football season long, it's always been we hint at it a little bit, but as Donnie Barfield will make the three-point play, as Trey Ibarra will take the snap on the left side. Here's Lucas Johnson down low. 25 seconds of play. 2 seconds separating the game clock and the shot clock, and a foul is called. That'll stop the clock with 19 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock.
Well, here's an impressive mark. With the win tonight, Westside will go to 16-6 on the season. That is an impressive record. And, you know, with a couple wins in district play, you could go down to Lincoln with 18 wins. That'll get you a good seed.
Well, you even think about Saturday, Ross, and if Westside pulls out the win against Bellevue West, they get moved up probably they will get moved up to possibly a 4 or 5 seed, maybe even a 3 seed, because not any team here in the Omaha Metro or in Class A, matter of the fact, has beaten Bellevue West this season. So Westside will have one more shot at beating Bellevue West, as Tyson Onvati will put the quick layup up as time will expire. 4 seconds to play as Trey Ibarra will let this one run out. Ross, I think I may be grabbing Maddox Anderson, who has had a season-high performance and beyond the arc. So
all right.
We are going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Don't go anywhere, as we will have a time for a 2 player of the game. I'm here with a Time 42 player of the game, Maddox Anderson. Maddox, what a game for you here tonight. You come off the bench. You've been doing that all season long. That's really been your role, and it has worked for you all season long and the entire team. You put up 13 points, but the thing that really stood out for you tonight was your 3-ball, and it really seemed like you were automatic. What did you do to really prepare for this game?
Man, it was the preparation beforehand. Me and the boys have been going hard in practice for the past couple of weeks, getting ready for the end of the season run. And but just all that preparation for sure. I mean, once you get in that mode, you gotta stay locked in the whole time. So it was just going in, man.
So you have one more regular season game, and this is by far the toughest game to end out on. But you have Bellevue West at home, which is a big positive for you guys. What do you have to do now to prepare for this for the next few days?
Man, it's all defense, defense, defense. We got to keep working on our rotations, our backside help, and just coming together as a team. I think the way that we've grown this season is super impressive, and I'm excited to see what we can do to finish out the regular season.
All right, I'm Max Coughlin with our Time 42 player of the game, Maddox Anderson. From Ross Jernstrom and the entire WTV Live crew, thank you for tuning in, and have a great night.